Hey guys, what's up? It's Jason. So I want to just share with you in today's video this client store that we launched on the 29th of March earlier on this year. And what you see in front of you is the actual Shopify analytics dashboard of that store. Now, we launched this store back in at the end of March with our own products, and in essentially we're on day 129, and in which is a little over 4 months, and in these 4 months we've generated almost 170 orders, 169 orders to be precise, and we've done that not only with our own products, for this client store, but we've done it with no paid advertising whatsoever. All the traffic has been generated through social media, through the likes of Instagram and TikTok, and we've essentially used partnerships, collaborations with influencers to promote the products that this store sells, and that's effectively how all of the sales have been generated. Now, for those of you who don't know, who are new to this channel, or this is the first time watching my video, you have probably seen one of my previous videos where you will actually know that this in itself is what we do. This is an actual program that we have available. We essentially build brand new stores. We populate those stores with our own products, and we generate all the traffic and do all the marketing, and we grow these stores to effectively a grand in sales, exactly as you see this one has now already achieved. And we then essentially hand over the operations of that store to the client. So, and the reason why people find this beneficial and useful is because had this client started themselves with no experience on how to build traffic or get sales with Shopify, as so many people struggle with, then we would be 4 months down the line as we are now, and I would be very surprised if they barely had 10, 20 or even 30 sales, or maybe no sales. And this is the reality for so many people, is because they look at Shopify as a platform for drop shipping, as an easy way to make money, and it just isn't, unless you know how to drive traffic. Because unlike when you go and sell on Amazon, or go and sell on eBay or Etsy or any other marketplace sort of situation, when you sell on those platforms have a customer base. You put your listings on those platforms, and customers will search for products, and you have an opportunity to be shown. But when you go it alone with Shopify are not promoting you at all. Shopify is just a platform, right? You pay Shopify the fee for the Shopify store every single month, and then it's down to you how you drive traffic. Shopify will quite happily take your money month after month after month after month. The £25 a month it is for a Shopify store, and they will not send you a single visitor to your store whatsoever. So you have to know how to generate traffic. And one of the common mistakes that a lot of people make when they come into effectively come into drop shipping brand new, is that they have been taught unwisely, very incorrectly, from a ton of YouTube content, I would say. I know in hindsight this is on YouTube, but what I want to tell you is that the general knowledge of what you will be taught about how to generate traffic with Shopify stores is effectively wrong. Okay, so you will effectively be told, or you will hear claims where people will say, you can make, somebody will be claiming I make £10,000 a month with Shopify, and this is my tutorial, this is my course, and this is how I do it. And it'll just be complete nonsense, fabricated nonsense. 95% of the time, it'll be fabricated nonsense. Okay, it'll be draft orders which are fake, which you can easily do in Shopify. Anyone can create draft orders in Shopify, mark them as paid, and they look like real orders. And what they show you is they show you only so much so that you can't see those things. But myself being quite experienced with seeing a lot of this fakery online, I can spot it a mile off, right? So the point I'm getting at is that you'll either have fakery where they just make up the numbers to sell their course, right? So that's why you get unrealistic claims. So people say, 10,000 a month, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month with a brand new Shopify, and they claim to have made that within 3 months, right? Well, I can categorically tell you that you are very, very unlikely going to do that, right? Let's just get that clear. You're not going to do that in 3 months, okay? It's physically impossible. And even if you could do that, and you happen to have some unbelievable product that was absolutely smashing it virally on every social media platform, and it wasn't already saturated, and you're the only person selling it, to generate those sales, the amount of money that you would be spending in paid ads would make the whole thing unprofitable for you. Okay? Unless it was a high ticket item. And when I say high ticket, perhaps over £100, £150, £200, just so you have enough margin in that product to actually run ads from day one. Okay? And if you are going to run ads from day one, then do have a spare £1,000 a month budget to waste on ads in the beginning. Okay? Now the thing is, our target audience, our customer base, our clientele, the people that we help, they don't have £1,000 a month on ads. They generally are new to dropshipping, or they've sometimes tried things by themselves and have, as most have failed and lost money in the past, and they come to us to find a way on how to change that, to change their understanding about how to actually go and do this properly and how to build it organically without wasting a ton of money on paid ads, and how to actually build a brand, build a sustainable store that is just, that's not going to die as soon as you turn off the ads. And exactly what you see in front of you here on this screen with this actual store is effectively what we do for people. Okay, so we build stores, we populate those stores with our own products just to prove a point, really. And the point that we're proving is that we can do this with any set of products, right? So the reason why we do this with our own products is to prove to people that we can actually, we'll fund it with our own products. We actually manufacture and supply the products that we sell, right? When we build these stores. So by the end of it, when we hand the store over to this client, they're now selling our products every single day, okay? And then we now invoice them for those products, okay? So they will very likely continue selling our products from here onwards. But they are free to add products from other suppliers and take their store in any direction they want. But the point of this program is that they have now seen some level of success with their store now at just under 1,040 in sales with 170 orders in the bag. I think this brand has around about 270 followers on their own social media account, and they have over 100 social media influencers effectively helping to promote their brand with the collaborations that we have built for them over the last 4 months, right? So all of that has created what I would say a very solid foundation on which you can scale, right? Because take a different scenario of them not coming to us and having our help and having us do this for them. Then, perhaps they had a supplier they're working with, and they loaded their store with products, and they tried to generate sales with paid ads. Very likely would be unprofitable, almost guaranteed to be unprofitable. They would struggle to generate sales, and after 4 months, they wouldn't be seeing 170 orders in the bag. They wouldn't be seeing over £1,000 in sales. They wouldn't have profit in their pocket like all of our clients do when they come and work with us and get to this stage. And, we make sure that all of our clients are profitable from day one. And yeah, the difference is vast. The difference is the difference between having someone at this stage who would now go, and you see it all the time on Reddit, if you guys watch Reddit, or go and read Reddit rather, they would be so demotivated and they would quit. And then those are the type of people, and this might be you, and I'm not aiming anything at you at all. I understand how frustrating it is. But, they would be going over to Reddit or other forums online, and they would be posting things like dropshipping sucks, dropshipping doesn't work, dropshipping is a scam. You would see it in comments on videos, I tried dropshipping and I wasted X amount of money on this and it just doesn't work, right? But this effectively is living proof that dropshipping does work. And like I said, we do this and we build these stores with our own products. Now this is a live store, right guys? I can click here, I can show you the store. Right, I've featured this store many times in previous videos, right? So this is a live store. This is the actual store that's done these results, and all of these products in this store are products that we physically manufacture and supply. And all of the 169 orders that you see here have sold products that we manufactured and supplied. Okay? And what this really means is that we are able to prove to you, I hope that I'm able to prove to you in these videos, that because we're able to do this with our own products, sort of any time we like, whether it's this store or another one or next one, and we're currently doing this with other stores at the moment as well, with others who have reached out to myself for my help in doing exactly this thing. And because we do it with our own products and we do it organically, with social media, and we work 100% with influencers. And bear in mind, when I say influencers, don't think, we're not working with people, with 1 million, 2 million, 3 million size accounts. We're working with micro influence. An influencer can be anyone with you could be an influencer. You can influence people. What is an influencer, right? It is somebody who is able to create content which influences somebody to go and make a purchasing decision, right? That is an influence. You don't have to have 5 million followers to be an influence. You can influence people with 200 followers. You might have 200 followers, you share a product on your page, and 10 people might go and purchase that product from a website that you've recommended. So don't think that working with influencers is impossible because you're tiny and you're small. If you've tried working with influencers in the past, you've probably just been reaching out to the wrong size accounts. Go way smaller. Deal with people your own size. Reach out to people with 1,000 followers. Or 500 followers. I mean, working with micro influencers, but working with a lot of them, can easily outpay working with one huge influencer, which, let's be completely honest, is very unlikely to want to work with you as a brand new store anyway. If you've got 1 million plus followers, you're getting deals which are worth thousands and thousands a month to you, for 1 or 2 posts. So there is no way that you're going to be working with small brands anyway. So you're probably just wasting your time if you are reaching out to them. But let me just share with you in a little bit more detail exactly how this process works, why you shouldn't use paid ads, and how you can achieve these results even without working with ourselves, right? So there are the process. I'll explain how the process works, okay? And then you can go off and apply that in your own endeavors, right? So the process is this simple. So you need a Shopify store, okay? You can do this with other platforms as well, but I recommend Shopify. Now, I'm not saying that because I've got affiliate links in the description. I haven't. Don't put any affiliate links in any of my descriptions whatsoever. That's not how we make money. So you need a Shopify store. I recommend Shopify because, in my opinion, it's one of the easiest platforms to use. It's one of the best platforms to use. Has one of the most recognized checkout systems in the world, and customers are extremely used to checking out on this platform, right? So that makes them very comfortable, very familiar for them, and it's very quick, very efficient, and the uptime on it is tremendous, right? So lots and lots of reasons to use Shopify. The second reason to use Shopify is because Shopify has made it extremely easy for you to work with influencers on social media, right? Which is by far the number one way in which you should be generating traffic for your brand new Shopify store. So get a Shopify store, populate your store with whatever products that you're selling, make your store look good, right? Make sure you do everything, okay? Make sure you theme your homepage so it's got lots and lots of content on it, like this one. Guys, you can go and view this website if you want an example. In fact, you can actually get I actually sell the template, what we call our launch accelerator. I sell the actual template that we use for all of these stores. And just to let you know, we actually use the same template for every store that we do this with. We just theme and brand it differently for every store that we do this with, so each store looks different, but it's the same template. Now, I'll drop the link in the description down below if you want to go and grab that template. And if you're not sure how to install it or you need help customizing it, then just check out the link for my free seller community where you can reach out to myself directly, and I'll more than help you customize that, customize our theme. Anyway, this video is not about that, guys. That is completely separate. You can buy that if you don't want to. It's 97 quid for the theme, and there's hundreds and hundreds of hours gone into customizing that theme. So you can effectively, very easily, get your store looking like one of these stores that we launch, right? But make it look professional. And when I mean professional, there's a couple of things that you need to do, right? So for example, link your socials, make sure all of your policy pages are set up correctly and they're written correctly, because people do view these, right? This is important. I go on so many Shopify stores and they've got placeholder content where it says things like insert link description here and things like that, and I just go, yeah, this is just a joke. This is an absolute joke. So make sure you set up everything, have all your policies in place, your delivery policies, your returns policies, terms and conditions, privacy policies. Make sure you have excellent categorization. If you look at the categorization on this store, it's fantastic. And yeah, just make sure you have a good buy-in experience, okay? And make sure there's no what we call checkout friction. Make sure nothing is getting in the way of people checking out, right? So once you've done that, the second thing you want to do is you want to figure out how to work with influencers. So go and download the Shopify Collabs app, okay? Go to the Shopify App Store, type in Shopify Collabs, and install the Shopify Collabs app, right? This is the Shopify Collabs app. We've got it installed here on this store. Install this app here. It's got a really shitty rating on Shopify, but ignore that. The reason why it's got a shitty rating is because nobody knows how to use it properly, right? If you look at the comments, everyone is complaining working with influencers doesn't work, but I'm going to share with you in this video in a moment exactly what to do in order to make that work, right? So set up Shopify Collabs, set up an application page for accepting collaboration requests for people to come and apply for your brand, what we call a brand rep program. So what you want to do is you want to set up an application page very similar to what we have done here on this Become a Brand Ambassador page. This is a page where anyone with a social media account can come and apply for this brand's brand ambassador program. And then you want to give them some sort of benefits. So we give away a £20 gift voucher every month, a £20 welcome voucher, which is a one-time use, a 30% cash reward, which is effectively 30% commission on sales, and a 30% off discount code that they can share with their audience. That is everything that you need to give away to make a brand rep program that works, okay? Now, there's one other little trick, okay, which I'm going to share with you, and it's this one. It says there, now you can't see it because my face is in the way, but this is it here. There is a flat rate delivery charge of £5 per order unless you spend £5. Otherwise, delivery is then free. Guys, that one single line there is how you will reduce the amount of what we call collaborator fraud in your store with people who just use your free gifted product and just, you know, take the free products, never promote your brand, and then you never hear from them again. Okay? That is your very first filter. Okay? Make sure that you are charging for delivery or some kind of minimum spend for your brand rep program. Otherwise, people will just take the piss out of you and they will effectively just steal your products. And that, if you go and read the reviews on Shopify Collabs, that is what you will basically see people complaining about and why it has a low rating. Okay? But it comes down to them not understanding how to set up their brand programs effectively. Okay? So you can go and check out that page to see how we've written it. Implement some kind of minimum spend, whether that's through delivery or through forcing a minimum spend, and that will filter out 90% of the bad actors. Okay? Now, once you've done that, inside of the Shopify Collabs app, you can search for social media accounts, right? And you can see how many followers they have and what have you. You can send invites to those social media, collaboration invites to those social media accounts, and you can attach gifts, you know, the welcome voucher and the commission rate that you set. You can attach that to the invite, and then Shopify Collabs sends that out to them directly. Now you can send 100 invites per week with Shopify Collabs. And you can actually request via Shopify Collabs to send more, but you're not going to need to, right? Send 100 invites per week on Shopify Collabs. Use all of your limit, okay? And send those invites to people who have social media accounts and audiences that resonate with the type of products that you're selling. Those are the people that you want to reach out to, right? And you can actually use keywords to filter out the search results in Shopify Collabs to find the right influencers, and you can actually filter by audience size. Remember what I said about not reaching out to people with massive accounts because they're probably not going to work with you. But you can filter by audience size, and you can also filter by location. So if your store primarily serves the United States or the United Kingdom or Canada or Australia, then only reach out to people in those places. Don't reach out to people in places where you're not going to have the majority of your sales, because that is more or less going to not work out for you, right? So focus on your target home market. You can expand later on, but for now, when you're growing from zero, just target on one country, okay? You effectively your own country, or whatever your target market is, right? Because you could be based in France targeting the UK market, that's fine. If you're targeting the UK market, work with influencers in the UK market, okay? So what the next thing to do is that when you send these vouchers out, these welcome vouchers out to these influencers via Shopify Collabs, okay? So when you hit your 100 limit on Shopify Collabs, you then want to start reaching out to influencers. You can do this via Shopify Collabs as well to find them, because it allows you to pull up their social media pages. So once you hit your weekly limit, start sending DMs directly on Instagram or on TikTok. So write yourself up a little template, a little DM template, send invites to these people with a DM template, and direct them back to your store, to your brand application page, where they can apply for your program, they can read all about it, and they can apply for your program, okay? You can send, if you've got a brand new social media account, I recommend sending no more than about 15 invites per day, okay, which is roughly around 95 per week. So that'll get you to, you can do about 100 a week on social media directly. Don't do them all in one day. Do 15 on Shopify Collabs using the Shopify Collabs invite limit. That'll get you to 100 a week. And do 15 DM invites on social media as well. And between those two reach outs, you'll be doing about 200 reach outs per week. That is more than enough to get you these results within a couple of months. Okay? Way more than enough. Right? The only thing you need to do is just focus on who you're reaching out to, you're targeting. And after a while, you will figure out what audience size. Most of the targeting actually comes down to audience size, right? Figuring out what size audience is going to work with my brand. And the answer to most of that is, when you're a brand new store, the answer is a small audience. They're going to want to work with you, right? They're going to, see your £20 voucher or £30 voucher, whatever you decide to give away. They're going to see that as being worthwhile, okay? Whereas somebody with 1 million followers is not going to give a shit about working with you whatsoever, because they're getting brand deals left, right and centre. So once you've done that and you start sending out those reach outs, you're going to get people, you're going to get traffic coming to your store, okay? But what you're allowing these influencers to do, you're allowing them to browse your store and physically pick and choose the products that they want to receive, rather than you picking the products for them and sending those products to them, okay? In our experience, it is much better if you allow them to pick and choose the products, because they are then way more invested in wanting to actually receive those products and use those products, which means that ultimately they create better content for them, and then it feels more genuine when they create the content and they share that content with their audience, okay? So once they pick and choose the products, they've got that minimum spend, whether it's delivery cost in the checkout or there is a, offer free delivery if they spend, say, £5 of their own money as well. That's basically what we do. Ship those products to them, and then once they receive those products, they will create content okay, which you can repost on your own socials as well, and this helps you create content for your own socials. And you can also use that content to improve the product quality on your website. If they post video content or images, you can save and download those images and add that content to your products on your website. Okay, make use of it, remarket it, post it on your own socials, post it on your website. So when they share content or they share stories or grid posts, make sure you are following them. And that's another tip as well. When you are reaching out to people on social media, make sure you follow them, for God's sake, because you will get a much higher response rate if you follow people on social media before you send them messages. Okay, so make sure you do reach out to them. Now, once they start creating content and they start sharing content with their audiences, okay, they already have trust with their audience, so that's going to send traffic. Their audience, people from their audience, are going to start coming to view your website. Okay, and that is how this process generates traffic, right? And this is why we give away recurring vouchers on a monthly basis. Okay, but we have filters in place. We have a process in place, a step-down process where we will eliminate people who don't use their welcome voucher. So people who don't use the welcome voucher won't qualify for the monthly voucher when we send out the monthly voucher the following month, right? And then if that person doesn't then spend that voucher, then they won't get another. So they effectively come out of the brand rep program. And what happens over time when you keep sending new invites out and new invites out and new invites, you have people who take the welcome gift, they might create content, doesn't generate much commission for them, so they get disinterested and they might not continue. They might think, well, there's nothing else I want from this store now, I didn't make any sales when I posted content, and that's fine. You know, that partnership is not going to work. That's going to happen, right? You're going to get that a lot. But what you need to keep doing is keep sending these invites out and keep getting new people on board into your brand rep program. And as you have these filters where you go from welcome gifts to recurring vouchers, and they keep spending every single month. Okay, so a brand rep, a good brand rep, is somebody who orders from you every single month so that they have new products to create new content with. And every month when they post that new content on their socials, not only are they providing with free content that you can repost and use in your own marketing, but they're actually then sending you traffic, targeted traffic, back to your store. Okay, and that's how you will get customers. That's how we get customers for our clients, and that's how you will also get customers for your clients. Okay, and all you do to scale that is you just do more volume on the input, and the input is the reach outs. It's the only input there is. You send more reach outs either by increasing your Shopify Collabs limit, so you can send more than 100 a week, now Shopify for an increase, or as your social media account grows, you can send more DMs per day. And instead of reaching out to 15 people a day, you can reach out to 50 people a day. Okay? So yes, you have to fund the gifted product that you're sending out to these influencers. Okay? But this is how your store generates traffic. Now, you can go and spend that money, if you prefer, on paid ads. But I don't recommend that at all. Because why would you give your money to Google, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest ads, Instagram, okay, and just completely just waste it for low quality traffic that doesn't convert? Rubbish. That money is much better spent on influencers who will send you high quality targeted traffic that will give you a return on ad spend if you consider that gifted product that you're shipping out to those influencers ad spend. Then the return on ad spend will be 10 times higher than anything you could possibly expect from paid advertising. Okay, and you can see how we actually make this work. We've done almost 170 orders in this store with an average order value of £5.64. We're selling low ticket items. This is another reason why we do this with our own product and prove that it works with our own products, is we can actually get this volume of sales with low ticket items. Okay, We can make the process work with low ticket items, so there's no reason why you can't make this process work with items which cost 3, 4, 5 times this value as well. Okay, you can actually see in the store here, if I pull this down, you can see the average order value there is £5.64. There you can see it up here, right? So guys, that is essentially how this is how we do this, right? This is how we get these sales, how we build these stores. Okay, we use social media and we use influencers. We send them free product, but they have to pay for it. They pay something so that we don't get taken the piss out of. Okay, and that generates revenue in itself. Okay, albeit a small amount, but it generates revenue, and it's a filter. It's a fraud filter against people who want to take the piss out of you. Because there are tons and tons of those people on social media. People who just use brands to get free stuff, and you want to eliminate those people. And the easiest way to eliminate those people is just put a filter in place. Just put some friction, require a minimum spend, and you will eliminate the vast majority of people who want to take the piss, right? Now, obviously, not all collaborations are going to work out, but you have to do volume. You have to go through literally thousands of invites. You have to send out thousands of invites. Now, you're going to send out invites to people who are not going to respond. People are not going to join your program. But if you send out 1,000 invites, then you might get 100 people who join your program. And out of those 100 people, you might get 10 of those people who by month 3, month 4 are still ordering, are still actively in your BrandNet program. So you can see how it scales down every time. 1,000 invites turns into 1,000 members. 1,000 member turns into 10 who are actually actively ordering products to share with their audience. And out of those 10, you might get 1 or 2 who are actually generating sales for you on a regular basis. So you understand how the inputs at the beginning have to be very, very significant volume in order for you to scale. Okay? But this is the way, this is how you generate traffic. You can see this store alone has just had under 5,000 visits we're on day 129. And all of those visits have come from social media through the influencer marketing, the entire system that we have set up and created. Okay? Now, there is some email marketing that you should do as well. We send out 3 emails per week. Okay? And none of those emails get sent to customers. All of the email marketing is sent to influencers. That's who you are marketing to in the beginning. Okay, you are marketing your BrandNet program. You're not marketing to customers. You don't have enough customers to market to. Okay, in the beginning, all you need to focus on is marketing to influencers. So you turn those invites that you're sending every week, those 100 or 200 invites per week, you market to them. You put those influencers into your email marketing list, okay, and you remarket to them. You market to them, send them reminders about joining your BrandNet program, tell them what the benefits are, tell them about the free gifts, tell them about the recurring vouchers, tell them about the commissions that they get. Try and get as many people recaptured and into your BrandNet program and get them ordering product. Because the more product that they order, the more people are sharing, the more organic traffic that's going to send to your store, and the faster you're going to grow. Okay? So all of your marketing should be we send 1 email a week to people who we've sent invites to. We send that email out every single Sunday. 1 email goes out to people who we've invited to remind them that they have a welcome voucher ready for them to spend. Then on a Wednesday, we send a reminder to people who have yet to spend their welcome voucher. Okay? And then on a Friday, we send another email, again, to influencers. And that email goes out to people who have yet to spend their recurring voucher. Okay? So in the beginning, you start with the Sunday email, which is the reminder to the people you've sent invites to. And then on the Wednesday, you send a reminder to the people who have actually physically joined your program. And you send a reminder to them to tell them to spend their welcome voucher. And then on the Friday, eventually, once you start getting into recurring vouchers from month 2, month 3, month 4 onwards, then you add another email, a third email, which actually sends reminders to brand reps who have not yet spent their voucher for the month, effectively. And you tell them that that voucher ends on, the 30th, 31st of the month, and you remind them every Friday to spend that voucher, because you want them to spend that voucher, and you remind them that if they don't spend that voucher, then they won't get another one next month. And that's how you keep them in the program. And every person you keep in the program, if you have a £5 minimum spend with delivery or whatever, then every single brand rep you put into your program is spending a minimum of £60 per year. Every brand rep that we put into these programs, if they're ordering every single month, they spend a minimum of £60 per year in your store. Now that might not be profitable for you, but it's not meant to be, because that's your marketing budget, that's your ad spend, okay? But it's much more controllable and scalable in this way, okay? And the traffic that you build from doing this will not die away, because it grows your own social media organically as well, okay? And one little trick, I'll give you a little trick actually on how that actually grows your social media. In 2 ways it grows your social media. One is because these brand reps create content that you can share on your own social media, so you get great content that you can share. People love great content on social media, and they give it to you on a regular basis, because every time they order products, they create content, you get free content, right? Simple. That in itself is worth the money you paid, because you get great content, you get content that you can post on your own social medias, on Instagram, on TikTok or whatever, and you get free product images and free videos that you can put on your website as well, to improve your product pages and improve the conversions of the products on your website, because then you have more user generated content, which just helps to sell your products even faster. So that's one thing you can do. But another trick you can do is in your Collabs application form, which is the questionnaire. If you're familiar with Collabs, you know what I'm on about. But when you create a Collabs application page, you can create a questionnaire, basically. You can ask people questions. So one of the questions that we ask in the Collab programs that we set up is, are you following us, as in us, the brand of the store, on social media? And what you do is you put all the links in the answers. You do it's a multi-choice answer, so you can checkbox which ones they follow you on. And you put in brackets, you put required for approval, right? So what you do is the people who want to join your program, you make it a requirement. Whether they do or not doesn't really matter. But what it actually do by making it a requirement, it makes them think that they have to follow you in order to get approved, right? And 99% of people will then go and do that. And what happens, we know this happens because we see it happens, and it grows all of the brands that we do this with completely organically, is it helps to grow their socials completely organically for free, basically. Super simple, right? Just make it a requirement that they have to follow you on social media. Otherwise you won't approve them. Now you probably will approve them if they don't, because we don't go and check whether they do follow us. You can be as strict as that if you want. I don't recommend it, but if you just put it there, you will build followers, right? And this is how we've managed to build almost 300 followers organic. And these are not fake followers, guys. These are real people with real audiences, targeted audiences, people who actually want to buy the products that we sell in these stores. Okay? So, guys, I am going to leave this video, I think, wrapped up there, because I think I've shared enough. If you found this video helpful, useful, please give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that very much. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe to the channel. I will absolutely make more content like this for you in the future. if you want to grab that our Shopify launch accelerator template, which I showed you, which is the exact template that we use for all of the stores that we launch with this program, then yeah, you can go and grab that. There's a link for that in the description down below. There's two ways I can help you guys if you're interested in learning more about this. Number one is you can go and check out our Shopify Launch Accelerator program. There's a link for that down below. I've made plenty of videos on the channel about it. It's essentially this program effectively here where we take your store from zero, grow it to £1,000 for you, and then we just hand it over to you, and then you can take things from there. Sounds fantastic, right? It absolutely is. Or if you don't want to go that route and you want to learn, you want me to teach you one-on-one exactly how to do this with your own store, how to build a brand ambassador program, how to find influencers, how to market to those influencers, how to build a brand program that actually works, and how to utilize social media influencer marketing to grow your own Shopify store with your own products. Say you already have a store and you want to be able to grow that store with influencer marketing, then I also have a one-on-one training program where I will effectively teach you over the next 30 days, and I will teach you everything that I know about influencer marketing, all the tips and tricks that I use. I'll teach you one-on-one with videos. There's no course content for you to learn. Some people have asked me for course content. I am thinking about making it cheaper than the one-on-one training, so I might make some kind of videos that you can follow, which I'll give away to anyone who comes on board with the one-on-one training. That I haven't got set up yet. I haven't had time to record anything like that, but I do offer one-on-one training, which in my opinion is better because it is live, it is one-on-one, and you can learn more. Anyway guys, that's enough about me trying to sell you shit. If you want my help, those are the ways that I can help you. There are links for all of that down below in the description, along with my website, and you can go over and check me out there. Anyway guys, that's enough for this evening now. It's getting late, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.